and welcome to the PCMS Spring Band Concert. It is so good to see you this evening. It is so exciting to be able to play for a live audience in Matthews Auditorium. We'd like to take a moment to recognize any administrators, board members, or other Princeton staff in the audience and thank them for coming. Please stand and be recognized. Any Princeton, I see Dr. Maxim back there. Thank you for your support of Princeton music. Are there any Princeton alumni in the house? Woo! All right. We love our alumni here. We are so glad you're here to support the Princeton Music Program. Thank you to our auditorium manager, Mr. Jason Hollowell, for our light and sound this evening. And we would also like to thank and recognize Mrs. Becky Brown, Princeton Band Director from 1979 to 2020. Please note that there are 4 exits in our auditorium, out the back left and right, both downstairs and in the balcony. Please keep the 2 aisleways clear as they are for performers to enter and exit the stage. Restrooms are located by the arena, but we request that you only enter and exit Matthews during applause or stage changes. Your students are playing 3 songs for us tonight, so hopefully you won't have to leave. They're so excited to play for you. Please help us keep our auditorium nice by keeping all food and drink in the lobby only. Out of respect for our performers, please refrain from all cell phone use unless you are capturing photo memories. Please turn off the flash. We'd also like to thank the Princeton Music Boosters for everything they do to support music at Princeton with fundraising, advocacy, scholarships, and especially creating our printed program. Please use the program insert to become a Music Booster member. Make sure you stop by the Music Boosters table in the lobby to send your performer a special stargram. We are so excited that you're here to watch your child's performance tonight. After your child's performance, all audience members will exit out of Matthews to your left in order to allow the next group of parents to enter on your right. Your student will meet you in the lobby or outside in the courtyard of Viking Village after the performance. Granny's Goodies on the Go is also outside of Viking Village, so be sure to stop by and get a treat after your child's performance. Thank you for helping with those logistics. My name is Heather Hurley, and I am the director of these young ladies and gentlemen sitting in front of you, the director of Band 7, and I would also like to recognize the Band 7 assistant director, Mr. Todd Lenhart, who's currently backstage with 8th grade band, getting them all ready. But I'd like to thank him for all of his help and guidance this year. And to say this year was difficult doesn't even touch the surface. From hybrid learning to a shortened bell schedule, playing outside of the loading dock before we had the proper PPE to play inside, to then adding bell covers and band masks, these kids did it all. Your kids have shown up, stepped up, practiced hard, and have worked to play their very best each day through a global pandemic. And we are so excited to perform a live concert for you tonight. To say I am proud of your students is an understatement. Let's give them a round of applause. While your program says we are performing 2 pieces for you this evening, we actually added a 3rd encore piece that is not in your program. And so we are excited to share that with you. But up first is March to Castle Rock by Steve Hodges. And then after that is Rock Island Trail by Robert Sheldon. And we are going to close with High Hopes, arranged by Douglas Adams, but also known as the Panic at the Disco High Hopes song. And at this time, I would like to please welcome to the stage our recently graduated student teacher from Miami University, Ms. Murray, to conduct March to Castle Rock.
Well, I do have to ask, is it good to be back out here in the audience?
Yes.
Woo! Thank you. And you and me both in terms of missing this live performance, live audience in a big way. And certainly we're looking forward to next year and doing a whole lot more of this. So good evening and welcome to the PCMS Spring Band Concert. I'd like to take a moment to recognize any administrators, board members, or other Princeton staff in the audience and thank them for coming. I think I see is that Dr. Maxon back there? Hey, you got the big guy. And thank you for coming. Thank you for your support of Princeton music. Are there any Princeton alumni in the house tonight? Any Princeton alumni? Stand up and recognize. Let's see. Thank you to our auditorium manager, Mr. Jason Hollowell, back there at the soundboard. He takes care of all the lights and the sound, and he makes us sound good and look good. So we really appreciate his time. We'd also like to thank and recognize Mrs. Who is this? Mrs. Becky Brown. Where's she at? Way there in the back. Princeton Band Director, 1979 to 2020. I'm just teasing Becky. It's great to see you. Yeah, the kids were all sitting up here going, "Is that Miss Brown back there?" So it's awesome to see you. Please note there are 4 exits in the auditorium, out the back left and right, both downstairs and in the balcony. Please keep the 2 aisleways clear as they are for performers that enter and exit the stage. Restrooms are located by the arena, but we request that you only enter and exit Matthews during applause or stage changes. Please help us keep our auditorium nice by keeping all food and drink in the lobby only. Out of respect for our performers, please refrain from all cell phone use. Unless you are capturing photo memories, please turn the flash off. We'd also like to thank the Princeton Music Boosters for everything they do to support music at Princeton with fundraising, advocacy, scholarships, and especially creating our Princeton program. Please use the program insert to become a Music Booster member. Make sure to stop by the Music Booster table out here in the lobby to send your performer a special star grant. We are so excited that you are here to watch your child's performance tonight. After your child's performance, all audience members will exit out of Matthews to your left. And your student will meet you in the lobby or outside the courtyard or Viking Village after the performance. Granny's goodies on the go will be outside of Viking Village as well. Be sure to stop by and get a treat after your child's performance. Thank you for helping with those logistics. By the way, my name is Todd Lenhart, Director of Band 8. And again, it's lovely to see everybody out here this evening. I would like to take a moment and congratulate the members of Band 8 for their perseverance and dedication this year. We have maneuvered through hybrid learning, playing outside, band mass, bell covers, etc., etc. All the while, the members on stage have shown up, and they have continued to develop as musicians. And more importantly, they have put up with a band director that on a daily basis pushes them as hard as he can. And they've responded very, very well. Very proud of them. I'm pleased to announce that the majority of Band 8 members you see tonight are continuing their band experience next year in our high school band program. And in fact, majority of those kids are going to be entering the Pride of Princeton Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Kyle Phillips. Mom and dad, parents, guardians, grandparents, families, supporting your child's decision to be in the most positive organization in this district. The Pride of Princeton Marching Band is the smartest decision you'll ever make. Okay? If I said a little biased, I am. Because it really is a tremendous group and your kids are going to have a wonderful time. Our first selection this evening is Discover America March, followed by Korean Folk Rhapsody. And I'll have a little announcement just before we play our last selection. But please, Enjoy the performance. we play our last selection, each year the Princeton Music Boosters award literally thousands of dollars in private lesson scholarships. It allows our students to take private study on an instrument, and it's a program that has a long history. And I'm proud to announce that there is a person from Band 8 this year that is a recipient of a private lesson scholarship. However, she is full remote currently, but I wanted to recognize this student. There's an application process and recommendations and those types of things that a student needs to gather, and she was able to put those things together, even being full remote at home. But this year, from Band 8, we have Miss Danica Nutter. Thank you once again for your continued support throughout this school year in keeping yourself dedicated and your child dedicated to making music in whatever fashion we could. We really do appreciate it. And so for our last number for Band 8, we are going to do, I call it the Shrek song, but I love this little tune. It's called I'm a Believer.
We'll try. Good evening. Welcome to the PCMS Spring Band Concert. We'd like to take a moment to recognize any administrators, board members, or other Princeton staff in the audience and thank them for coming. Please stand and be recognized. See Dr. Maxim back there. Thank you so much for your support of Princeton music. Are there any Princeton alumni in the house? Woohoo! We love our alumni. Mr. Jason Hollowell for our light and sound this evening. He's back in the back behind the booth. And we would also like to thank and recognize Mrs. Becky Brown, Princeton Band Director from 1979 to 2020, all the way in the back. Please take note that there are 4 exits in our auditorium, out the back left and right, both downstairs and in the balcony. Please keep the 2 aisleways clear. However, nobody is coming and going, so we don't really need to worry about that. The restrooms are located by the arena. We request that you only enter and exit Matthews during applause or stage changes. Please help us keep our auditorium nice by keeping all food and drink in the lobby only. Out of respect for our performers, please refrain from all cell phone use unless you are capturing photo memories, in which case, please turn off the flash. We'd also like to thank the Princeton Music Boosters for everything they do to support music at Princeton with fundraising, advocacy, scholarships, and especially creating our printed program. Please use the program insert to become a Music Booster member. Make sure you stop by the Music Boosters table in the lobby to send your performer a special star brand. We are so excited that you are here to watch your child's performance tonight. After their performance, all audience members will exit out of Matthews in order to allow, well, no one else is coming in, so just kidding. You can stay all night if you want. Your student will meet you in the lobby or outside in the courtyard of Viking Village after the performance. And I hear Granny's Goodies on the Go is out there, so go enjoy a special treat after we are all finished here. All right. My name is Heather Hurley, and I am the director of Zero Bell Concert Band, also known as the ZBCB. I would like to also recognize and thank my assistant director, Mrs. Kristen Brown, for all of her assistance and guidance throughout this year, and she is back in the back. The first piece we will be performing this evening is titled Triumphs, written by Joshua Hinkle. Everyone has experienced defining moments where they've been faced with what seems to be insurmountable challenges. We are often defined by how we succumbed to the challenge or rose to meet it. Some triumphs may go unrecognized, but the hard work, positivity, and determination of this year's concert band students has not. They have triumphed over everything that was thrown at them, from hybrid learning to a shortened bell schedule, playing outside at the loading dock before we had the proper PPE to play inside. Which, by the way, I asked them what their favorite memory of the year was, and many of them said, dumpster band, which was the loving name we gave playing outside at the loading dock. To then adding bell covers and band masks and being separated into 2 separate groups for 3/4 of the year. These kids have done it all. Your kids have shown up, stepped up, they've practiced hard, and have worked to play their very best each and every day through a global pandemic. These students have achieved greatness, and to say I'm proud of them is an understatement. Please welcome to the stage our recently graduated student teacher from Miami University, Ms. Murray, to conduct Triumphs. But the next piece is called In the Valley of the Ancients, and anytime I said that we were going to play this, they all cheered. So I think they might like this one. And then after that, we're going to play a piece called Whispers. scholarships, the Princeton Music Boosters have supported the musical growth of hundreds of Princeton music students through the subsidy of private lesson expenses. Although private study is not required for participation in the Princeton Music Program, it is well understood that advanced musical achievement requires this level of instruction. The awarding of scholarships to talented and dedicated music students not only encourages their growth, but also has a direct impact on the quality of the overall music curriculum. Scholarship applications are typically available in March of each year and awarded in April of each year for the following school year. This year, we would like to recognize the following Princeton Music Booster Scholarship recipients. Receiving the Princeton Music Boosters Tom and Karen Benjamin and family private lesson music scholarship is awarded to Mitchell Kessler for tenor saxophone lessons for the 2021-2022 school year. The Princeton Music Boosters Private Lesson Music Scholarship is awarded to Deja Phillips for French horn lessons for the 2021-2022 school year. The Princeton Music Boosters Gardner and Cagorno family, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Private Lesson Music Scholarship is awarded to Declan McGrath for private French horn lessons. Stay there. This evening has a little bit of a story behind it. So back in the fall when we started, and we were all, half one week, half another week, some remote, some, I don't know, it was crazy. I don't want to think about it. Anyways, we played this piece in both groups respectively, but we never played it all together. So when they came back in March, March, we didn't work on this piece. It just kind of went in the books and whatever. And then one day they were like, whatever happened to Fireball? Like, what? We love that one. And I was like, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. If we get enough work done, maybe we'll have a chance to play Fireball. And they're like, okay. So one day, I put on the board, we were running through pieces, and then it just said surprise, I think. Yeah. Surprise? Yeah. Something like that. And they were like, what's a surprise? And I was like, it wouldn't be a surprise if I told you. So we go through, and we have enough time, and so I switched the screen, and then it's like Fireball in bright, bold letters. And they were all like, what? And it was crazy because half of their favorite memories were like Dumpster Band, and the other half of their favorite memories was the first time we put Fireball together as a full concert band group. And to say it was chaotic, that doesn't really describe what happened in the room when we played Fireball. They were so excited they could not contain themselves. Like, imagine at 7 in the morning, 60 7th and 8th graders just bouncing off the walls because it happened. And it was, they loved it. And I was like, okay, well, listen, if you want to play this, you gotta sound good. And I'm like, all right. So we ran it, and they sounded good. So here we are, we're gonna play Fireball.